Joining me on Skype is South African artist Brett Bailey. Now, Brett's name has been in the news a lot recently after his performance art piece Exhibit B was shut down shortly after it opened in London. Now, Brett, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding Exhibit B lately. Why don't you briefly introduce us to the concept?
I first made Exhibit B about 4 years ago. It was sparked off by a book I'd read called Africans on Stage, which looked at the phenomenon of human zoos, where people from the colonized world were taken to the United States and to Europe and exhibited live in order to satisfy people's curiosity, I suppose, about who was out in the world that was being colonized. But there was an agenda behind it, which was about perpetuating ideas of racial hegemony, some people inferior to other people. Ultimately, to give legitimization to policies of colonialization, of taking other people's land, destroying their social, cultural, spiritual, economic systems, ultimately exterminating people. So I was, coming from, as being a South African and coming from a society which was built around racism, I was fascinated in how images, the way people are represented, can be used to bolster such a system.
Can we expect the look and feel to be like a human zoo? And did you expect the reaction it received?
Exhibit B is not a human zoo at all. Exhibit B is a performance piece. There's 12 small stages in which there's 12 small dramas happening. They're silent dramas. Each performer sits or stands completely still. They're playing a character. They have a particular way of engaging with an audience. The spectators come through one by one. So you've got a sort of mini drama happening between each performer and the spectator at any one moment. So there's nothing like a human zoo. As I said, it was inspired by a human zoo. And a human zoo's, what they claimed to do was to show black, brown, yellow people in their natural environment generally. They were either exhibited as freaks, as sort of curios, or they were shown in skins or in grasses, grass skirts, dancing in traditional villages, and they were marked very much as come and see the barbarians, come and see the savages. There was a particular dynamic happened there. This is a performance piece in which actors are playing a role in which they are empowered and they sit very quietly, and they are told that they are the spectator, and actually the spectators who enter are the performers. So there's a very strong dramaturgy that's happening here. It's not a human zoo at all. It's not a recreational human zoo either. Did I think it would be so controversial? Nope. No. In fact, when I first made it in Vienna, I thought that we'd have a very strong right-wing backlash. But in fact, it's been more of I suppose, a left-wing backlash.